What's up, YouTube? Eugene here, and I am in the park, the forest, the jungle, wherever it is. I love coming here and hanging out and spending a couple hours just connecting back to myself and being one with the flow. Spent a couple days up at the lake with the kids, my sister and her family. It's really nice. Wanted to review this today. This is my scent of the day. I took this up to the lake with me for a few days, and it's all I wore. Big fan of Lidge L'instant de Guerlain. I love this. This is one of my very first Guerlains, and this is one of my oldest bottles in my collection, probably since 2015. But yeah, I'll review this tomorrow. I'm gonna hold off until tomorrow. I'll wear it one more time, but I've spent a long time with this. It is one of my favorites, so I look forward to sharing this with you. But anyway, I wanted to come on and talk to you guys and more personally than just a fragrance review. And I've been sitting here reflecting on pretty much like the last 7 or 8 years of my life, and just kind of like playing it through my head and watching it almost like, you know, from this point going backwards opposed to like from the moment going forward, but just looking in reverse. You know, that's what reflection is, going back and looking how I had come to this point in my life, sitting at a picnic table reviewing perfumes. Sounds quite absurd, doesn't it? But it's not. It's actually amazing. It is, for me, an amazing story, because this is exactly where I am, because I want to be here. This is exactly where I want to be. I love coming here. I love being one with nature and all, you know, the sounds that you can find in the forest. I find them very healing. They, you know, all of the activity that goes on in this little forest allow me to go deeper within myself and to heal. And I find the more time that I do spend outdoors in nature, especially, you know, at night. I love the nights. I love the mysteries of the night, being out with the moon and the stars and watching shooting stars. I caught over 20 shooting stars up at the lake the other night. I was up till 3:30 in the morning while everyone's gone to bed. The sky was completely clear. There was no light. There was no light pollution. We were away from the city. I had the most gorgeous sky I thought I could see till the end of time. Maybe it was just an illusion, but it was absolutely beautiful. I captured over 20 shooting stars, and I'll remember it forever, you know. So it's just, you know, to connect with nature for me has been very healing. It has felt like, you know, my subconscious has been able to unlock sort of like these mysteries or these codes that the universe has to offer. And the more time you spend outdoors, the more time you spend in nature and in wildlife, kind of it becomes easier to chase whatever it is, your dreams, right? So for me, it's been the perfume brand, to chase and build my perfume brand. It's been to grow my YouTube channel, to talk about perfume, you know, to do all the things that I love surrounding perfume. So for me, it's like being outdoors and perfumes are my two loves, you know. So I'm here in the forest, and that's what I'm saying. It's like reviewing perfumes from the forest, but there's nowhere else I'd rather be, you know. That's the whole point, is I get to do the things that I love doing, and that's what matters to me, you know. And this is me reflecting. A large part of this has to do with you guys and how you guys have always been there to support me. I've always had my back. I always felt like you guys were the wind at my back, kind of pushing me and guiding me to the places where I need to go. And it really does feel like that, you know. Looking back, it's like, how did I end up here? I'm just a guy that started making fragrance reviews on YouTube like many other people, you know. I could be anybody. Anybody could be doing this. That's the beauty of it, you know. Everybody has the same opportunities. But yeah, I just started reviewing fragrances on YouTube and collecting perfumes and just going about my business and sharing that on YouTube, like sharing my own personal story, my own personal ups and downs and griefs and losses and loves and, you know, triumphs, whatever it is that has been called for. And you know, it's always been great to have you guys' support, even when I didn't deserve it, even the times where I'd really fucked up, like the top 10 fragrance reviewers I can't stand video. A lot of you guys, everybody, you know, I felt so supported after that, even though like I did the wrong thing. It was the completely wrong thing, right? It's not something that I would expect to be supported for, but regardless, you guys did, and that's the amazing part. You know, so many people in the community supported me, so it feels like whatever I'm doing, hopefully, you know, all that bad boy stuff is out of the way. It was fun, right? It was fun, but I'm no longer that guy. I no longer want to be doing that stuff. Maybe a little bit here, I still connect with that inner child, you know, but I save it for more private moments. But yeah, whatever it is I'm doing, I always feel guided and protected by, you know, by love, by the universe, by my friends and peers here on YouTube. So it's just been wild. I've always felt protected in that sense. I've always felt supported. The brand Les Ups today, I didn't know what to expect. You know, I had no idea. I just knew that, you know, I'll be responsible for taking care of the perfumes and the packaging and stuff like that, and the universe will leave it up to the rest. And you guys certainly delivered. So, you know, this is a big thank you to all of you guys. It's just been really amazing, and I feel lucky and fortunate and blessed to feel so supported and I was going to say trusted, no, just supported. You know, you guys have always been there. It's like a second family outside of my kids, right? So it's a very I'd find it like a close personal relationship. There's so many people that I talk to on the daily. I get messages all the time from people that want to connect. I get messages from people that's just like, hey, I'm in town, I want a bottle of, you know, Bel Homme, can we meet up? Like, people want to meet, you know. So that's wild. It's like people want to meet me, you know. It's just, I'm just some fella on YouTube talking about fragrances, and people love fragrances and they want to meet, and that's cool, you know. That's great. It really it's touching for me. It's uplifting, and I'm glad to hear it. You know, I get excited as well when somebody wants to meet with me too. So it's not just excitement on your part, you know, it's excitement for me as well. So yeah, the whole journey it's just been really wild, you know, from start to finish, how I started off to this very moment where I am now, and the people that have come and gone, the people that I have met have been, you know, one of the best parts of this. The relationships that I've been able to build, people have left, and that's okay too, you know. That's all part of it's all part of everything, you know. It's all part of the story. Other people have their own story and their own things, and that's fine. It's going to happen. But it's been great, you know. I never imagined I would be here in this place, you know, before I started the brand, going through heartbreak and pain and suffering and trying to heal that. You know, that was tough. I didn't think I was gonna go the route I did. I almost went this way as a trial test, just to see like what healing is like, instead of distracting, instead of going out and going to the bar and banging chicks or doing all sorts of drugs or getting loaded, you know, the troublesome stuff, the things that distracted people go for, you know, to medicate, to self-medicate. Because the truth is, I started down that way. I started down that way slowly, and I noticed a pattern. I'm like, oh shit, like this is really interesting, and it just all came to me naturally. It's like, watching myself, from outside of my own shoes and saying, why am I doing, like, why is this my go-to? So the healing thing was almost more of an exercise for me, just to see if I could do it. And the more I kept doing it, the more I found myself enjoying it and discovering myself deeper, more emotionally, more maturely, more emotionally intelligently. It was so important for me to find my truth, the voice inside of me, the truth of that voice. It just became a mission. And I'm happy with, the work that I've done and where I've been able to get from. It feels really good. I now have, my heart is full. I feel like my heart is full, and I've got a different meaning of love in this life, in this chapter of my life, and it's not the romantic type. It's not the relationship type. Yes, there's still definitely love for family and children and parents and things like that, but love for me now comes from one of the highest sources that I've ever been able to experience it. And it's just from this, I come out here and my heart fills up and it swells, and I sometimes don't know how to contain it. It's just like I'm overwhelmed with love, just pouring out of my heart from the simplicity of being out here with the running water, the sound of the birds, the wind, all of this, all of this combined, the breath of the trees underneath these leaves, underneath this space here completely fill me, and I just keep learning and learning and learning about myself and life and all the mysteries that have been untold. And that's what I'm doing, That's what I'm doing. So healing for me was an amazing experience. I think I'm on the next chapter though, I'm on the next chapter. I'm looking forward to whatever life has to offer. And I know it has a lot because it's constantly showing up in my life. Constantly life is showing up, and I get to choose which way I want to navigate it. If this interests me and excites me, I might go down that path. But there's been a couple of paths that I've had to shut down already just because they didn't feel right. And I never would have known that feeling if I didn't take the time to discover myself on the deepest level and find my truth. But yeah, I wanted to just come on and say hello, thank you, thank you everybody for all of your support. It's, for the YouTube channel, for Les Apps today, you guys have been absolutely wonderful for the messages and, just for everything, the relationships, the people I've met. It's been crazy. It's been great. It's been fun. It's been a surprise, a really beautiful surprise that this is where life has brought me at 48 in Canada. As a middle-aged 48-year-old man, this is where I am, at a place of fullness. That's what I would say, full. Anyway, thank you guys. I'm going to come back tomorrow. I'm going to review L'Instant de Guerlain, one of my favorite Guerlains, one of my favorite perfumes, actually. I do like this a lot. And we'll see you then. Anyway, take care. Drop a hello in the comments. I love seeing your faces. And we'll see you soon.